basically it is also called as cross product. Okay, here this symbol which is used, we don't call it multiplication symbol, we call it cross. So it is also called as cross product. It is this operator when applied with two vectors will always give you a resultant quantity which is itself a vector. Okay, the resultant quantity will itself be a vector quantity, meaning that there would be a direction associated with this quantity which you have calculated. And what's the direction? The direction is always perpendicular to both the vectors which we are taking the product of. So here you can see two vectors A and B, and to find out the resultant we also use the screw rule. Okay, we use uh, either right-handed screw rule or we can use the right-hand thumb rule. Okay, and if we want to look at the physical interpretation, like in scalar product, we saw that what is actual meaning of scalar product. The actual meaning is that you are just simply multiplying the first vector with the projection of second vector along the first vector. Now here the geometrical interpretation of the vector product would be, let's see how can we come on to the geometrical interpretation. So what would be first of all, let's say, so how do we define A cross B? A cross B is basically mod A mod B into sine theta. Okay, it is mod A mod B into sine theta, or I can simply write A B sine theta. Now B sine theta, if you look here in this diagram, this value is B sine theta. This is B sine theta. So now looking at this figure, can you tell me what is A into B sine theta? Let's call this, let's give this parallelogram a name, P, Q, R, S. How do we find area of a parallelogram?
Base into height.
Base into height. What's the base of this parallelogram?
A.
And what's the height?
B sine theta.
So can you now give me the geometrical interpretation of vector product? What is it giving me, actually giving me?
It gives the area of the parallelogram SPQR.
Yes, basically when I'm finding the vector product of two quantities, it basically gives me the area of the parallelogram which is formed by those two vectors as the adjacent sides. So that is your physical aspect कि actually में वो मुझे क्या दे रहा है. It is giving me the area of the parallelogram which will be formed when these two vectors are taken as two adjacent sides of a parallelogram. Okay, why am I telling you this? Because at times there are questions that you are given two vectors and you are asked to find out the area of the parallelogram with which those two vectors as the adjacent sides. So how to find the area? It means that you are being asked to calculate their cross product. Okay? Sometimes the questions are not asked directly, but in a roundabout manner. So now let's come to the direction associated with the vector product. So for this we use a very simple rule, that is you take your right hand, okay, in such a way that if you're taking A cross B, your thumb, your fingers should curl in the direction from A to B. Sweep your fingers in the direction A to B, and the direction in which your thumb points Right now, where is your thumb pointing? Just sweep your fingers along the vectors drawn A to B and tell me what is the direction of A cross B.
Outside the screen.
Outside the screen. Okay. Consider them in a plane of your copy. Consider the vectors to be in plane of your copy. Now tell me the direction. So the screen
Upwards.
is right in that case
Right
it
hand
becomes
side.
up. In that case it becomes upwards, right? Much more easier that way. Now try and do the same for B cross A. What will be the direction in that case?
Downwards.
Okay, downwards. So now looking at this direction, can you say A cross B, is it equal to B cross A?
Ma'am,
No,
but in
ma'am.
opposite direction.
Oh, ma'am.
It is not equal. So that's what I'm coming to. Like we did for scalar product, we saw that A dot B was the same as B dot A. But A cross B is not the same as B cross A because the direction changes and it's a vector quantity. If the direction is changing, then we cannot say that the result is same. So A cross B is not equal to B cross A. There's another way by which you can find the direction associated with a vector product. You take a right-handed screw, okay, and whichever way you are multiplying the vectors, just rotate the screw from the direction of first vector to the direction of second vector. So the direction in which the screw moves when you rotate in the direction in the order you are multiplying the vectors, the direction in which the screw moves gives you the direction of the resultant vector. So if you see, if you rotate the screw with your right hand from A to B, the screw will move upward. It would be as if आप उसको खोल रहे हो, ठीक है? It will move upward. If you rotate that screw from B to A, it will move downward. So A to B as if you are opening a tap. B to A would be like as if you are closing the tap.